Hello, this is Mark Eastburn. I thought I'd take a moment to introduce you to my elementary enhanced ebook through NSTA, which is called Home is Where My Habitat Is. And you can find it through a quick web search, or you can find it directly on the NSTA website. It's about my experiences in the Costa Rican dry forest when I was studying for my master's degree, following the only known primarily vegetarian spider in the world called Bagheera kiplingi. And here's what the habitat would look like. It's kind of the place where I worked, very similar in Costa Rica. Using this, we can find all sorts of different creatures that would live in the forest, give children a chance to explore. And we get to Kippy, her name comes from Bagheera kiplingi. That's the species of spider that eats plants that you'll see a little bit later on. Here she is. Here's the spider. She lives on plants that are in a symbiotic relationship with ants. The ants receive nectar from these nectaries. They receive food, as you'll see a little bit later on, from the plants. And they live in these hollow thorns, and that is the benefits that the ants receive from this relationship, while the plant itself gets the benefit from these ants. They do have a pretty powerful sting. Here's where students can check their thinking. A teacher could lead them through this online and ask these questions and find the answers to these particular questions. What else do they see? From there, we're checking how these ants utilize the tree in different ways. This is the food source for the ants. They're called Beltian bodies. That also happens to be what Bagheera kiplingi eats. And as we continue going through, we find out that Kippy needs to move because the habitat which she currently occupies has run out of space. There are a lot of interactive activities in this particular book. When we're looking under leaves, for example, this will connect to something that students can do in the real world. Now, hopefully they won't be finding scorpions. We will take precautions to make sure that they're not coming in contact with creatures that are dangerous. This should all be under adult supervision. But this is kind of the springboard to lead students into investigations of organisms that live near them. Pretty much everyone in any part of the country will have some contact with some natural area. And then another thing that is available is the teacher's guide. So if I actually just go Home is Where My Habitat Is as a search, I can see that there's a teacher's guide, which will help you, again, find activities for students to reinforce the concepts covered in the book. It will also draw you to exactly the standards that are being met. Science and engineering practices, cross-cutting concepts, disciplinary core ideas, and engineering design. We have a lot of opportunities for differentiated instruction, and then we also have teacher notes where teachers can get more information on any particular topic. I hope this is helpful. Please, from here, proceed to one of my other videos where you can see some of the activities that students or teachers may lead students through, or parents may lead students through outdoors. Because really, in this time, it's a good opportunity to become more familiar with our natural surroundings, just to get outdoors and have some contact with the natural environment.